Hello and welcome. Today we are going through a really powerful style of class today where we open up the hips, we open up the heart a little bit, and we get very strong in the upper body. So we're going to get started in a seated position. I encourage you to come into a seat where the shins are tucked up underneath you. Let your palms rest on the tops of your legs. Close your eyes or soften your gaze towards the top of your mat. Take a slow inhale. Gentle open mouth. Find another slow, intentional fill of your breath. Slow open mouth. One more time. Inhale. Open mouth. Seal your lips and continue to breathe through your nose. As you hold steady here, tune into the groundedness of your shins on your mat, hips atop your heels. Gentle inward pull of your low belly to help encourage your heart up higher to the sky as your shoulders stay on your back body. Bring yourself into this space. Something you are creating just for yourself. Slowly blink your eyes open. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Palms touch overhead. Interlace your last 6 fingers with the right thumb on top. Exhale, lean forward with your upper body as you round and curl in right at your center. Separate your shoulder blades behind you. Reach your pointer fingers forwards. Smooth, slow. Inhale, rise up. Lean back. Keep your core in. Gently guide your biceps behind your ears. With control, exhale, curl in with your belly. Lean forward with your upper body. Fingertips reach forward. Smooth, slow inhale, rise up. Open your heart, biceps behind your ears. Exhale, round and curl, fingertips forward. Slow on your inhale, rise up, back bend, biceps behind your ears. Controlled on your exhale, lean forward and round. We change. Inhale, lift straight up through center. As you exhale, switch the way your fingers are interlaced. Left thumb is on top. Inhale, reach a little taller. Exhale, stretch over to the right side of the room. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale, let's take it to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, release your hands, twist right, left hand forward, right hand back. Right palm can dangle behind you a little bit, or you can take your right hand on your lower back, or maybe even a little bit of a half bind, knuckles on your outer left hip. Use your core to maintain your twist here. Every inhale, think about lengthening through your crown, and every exhale, strength. Find more depth in your twist. Your left palm on your right leg is just there for 5% extra, maybe a teeny tiny push. Inhale, rise through center, unravel. Exhale, we take it to the other side. So decide what feels best in your body in this moment with your left hand. Use your core, remember, to pull into your twist. And then that gentle, very, very small amount of extra with your right hand. Inhale, unravel, rise through center, palms reach to the sky. Exhale, let's meet in tabletop. Have your palms underneath your shoulders and your hips over top your knees. Toes can be tucked or untucked, your choice, and just make a big circle with your body with your shoulders around your wrists. Feel into all of the spaces of your hands, your fingers, warming into your wrist joint. If it feels good, you can invite some barrel rolls with this movement in your spinal column and your torso. And then we're going to switch direction of the circles. If you found the barrel rolls, find them again. Let your shoulders overshoot your fingers, really warm into your wrists. And then we move into center. All 10 toes are tucked under. Lift your hips and your knees. Find yourself in down dog. If you found the transition a little short, feel free to elongate your dog however you would like to. And then just start to sink into it. Let your heels grow heavier towards your mat. Feel free to keep a gentle bend in both your knees to help lengthen through your back body, your tail higher to the sky. Strong press through your palms, all 10 fingers, like you want to push the mat away from you. Ears are right in between your biceps. Take an inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, shift forward, high plank position. Meet with shoulders roughly over your wrists and heels over the balls of your feet. Low belly hugs you in nice and strong. You always have the option to bring your knees down to the floor for a little bit more support. If you choose to keep your legs lifted, your knees lifted, really engage in the legs. Engage your quads, engage your glutes. Now push the mat away from you just a little bit. Then as you inhale, reach your heart forward. As you exhale, bend into your elbows. We move through a chaturanga and your belly will come all the way down to the ground. Uncurl your toes. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your palms. Continue to press the tops of your feet and your pelvis down into the ground. Exhale, just your palms down, lift your toes. Point through them. Inhale, toes down, palms up. Exhale, palms down, toes up. One more time. Inhale, palms up, squeeze your back body. Exhale, palms down, toes up. Keep your palms down. Inhale, toes down, lift your chest a little taller. Feel free to stay as you are or slide your palms just slightly behind you. Push into them to lift your hip points off the ground. Maybe you continue, push into the tops of your feet and lift your knees off the floor for up dog. Exhale with your strength, roll over, hips, knees, and toes, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Let's move together nice and smooth. Inhale, take it forward for plank. Exhale, bend your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, lift your chest, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, roll over hips, knees, and toes. Find yourself in downward facing dog. Generous inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, sweep your right leg up high. Find yourself in three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip, rise high onto the ball of your left foot, and really try to split your legs as much as you can with your right kneecap up high to the sky. Take another inhale. Exhale, wrap knee into chest, nose to knee, and then step or walk your foot in between your hands on the mat, lower your back knee down. Inhale, palms, chest up, find low lunge, interlace your last 6 fingers, right thumb on top, and as you exhale, really sink into your hips, lean back with your upper body. Just like in our seated position, try to get your biceps behind your ears. While you hold your lunge, push down firmly into your right foot, traction the heel back, and drive down and forward with your left knee. There should be some engagement in your legs, and with that engagement, as you lean forward, you may notice some resistance, maybe even a more intense stretch. Inhale, lengthen up through center. Exhale, palms down, frame your foot, slide your hips back in space, lengthen through your right leg as you flex your right toes up to the sky, half splits. If you want to use your yoga block here, you can always place it underneath your palms, bring the mat a little bit closer to you. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, fold in. You are more than welcome here to keep a gentle bend in my knee. That's something I tend to do. Inhale, let's take it forward for lunge. From here, listen careful. We're going to stay low. Push into your hands, back toes under, lift the knee. Heel toe your right foot over to the left edge of your mat until your outer leg can fall down into pigeon pose. Back knee comes down, keep the toes under. Ooh, doesn't that feel good in the beginning of class? Okay, from here, tent the fingertips wide. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward just for a breath. Tap your forehead down. Inhale, rise up, find yourself in that pigeon. Exhale, right hand down, open into fallen triangle as you kick your right foot out towards the left edge of your mat, lengthen through the leg, and the left foot comes down to the floor, left arm to the sky. On your inhale, you have the option to float the right foot off of the ground, hover it. Take an exhale. Inhale, bring your left hand down, right knee to chest, find your tiger pose. Exhale, shoot the leg behind you, find yourself in chaturanga, whether it's both toes down or just one toes down. Inhale, lift your chest up, dog or cobra. Exhale, hips high, down dog. I realized I gave you a funny cue with the feet, but that's okay.
We move through it. We breathe with it. Take an inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, left leg up high, three-legged dog. Stay here, exhale, bend your knee, open your hip, come high onto the ball of your right foot, and try to split your legs as much as you can. One more, inhale. Exhale, slow, wrap knee into chest, nose to knee, find your strength, then step or walk through. Back knee lowers down. Inhale, palms, chest rise, find low lunge, interlace last 6 fingers, left thumb on top, find the strength in your legs, the engagement, and then lean into your hips. Upper body comes back, low belly stays hugged in the entire time. So think about pushing the points of contact with your mat down and inwards towards one another. Feel a little bit of resistance. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, frame your leg as you send your hips behind you. Lengthen through your left leg and flex your left toes up to the sky. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, fold in as much as your body will allow in this moment. Decide if blocks or a gentle bend in your knee is right for you. Inhale, come forward, stay low. Exhale, back toes under, lift the knee, heel toe your foot over to the right, and then lower your hips down. Oh, feels so good. Want to stay here forever. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, one breath to fold and tap your forehead down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, left palm down, kick your left foot out, right foot plants at the back edge of your mat for fallen triangle. Option on your inhale, float the left toes up. Stay for your exhale or tap the toes down. Inhale, right hand down, left knee into chest. Inhale, shoot the toes behind you. Find chaturanga, option both toes down or one foot lifted. There we go. I got the cue this time. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, hips high. Downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. Open mouth. Inhale, sweep your right leg up high, three-leg dog. Stay here, exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. This time, inhale, lengthen through your leg. Exhale, draw knee into chest, nose to knee, and step or walk through, back knee lowers. Inhale, palms, chest, rise up. Interlace last 6 fingers, right thumb on top. Exhale, we're gonna find half splits, but this time, turbo your arms behind you. Reach through your finger pads, triceps are engaged. Shoulders reach down and away from your ears. Back body's nice and long, your core is in strong to help maintain your balance, and you drive down into the mat with your front heel and your back knee. One swift breath. Inhale, power forward, up, open, back heel down, warrior 2. Push down into both your feet, in with your heels, feel your inner legs nice and strong. Gazes over your right finger pads. Inhale, find your breath. Exhale, reach forward, lower, forearm gently taps your thigh as your left palm reaches up and overhead for lateral angle. Inhale, reverse your triangle pose, lengthen through your front leg, right arm goes overhead. Slow on the exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Step back, high half or one-legged plank, chaturanga, or skip. Our destination is downward facing dog. Once you find down dog, stay here, inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged dog. Stay, exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Inhale, lengthen through your leg. Exhale, step or walk through. Back knee lowers, inhale, palms, chest up. Find your low lunge, interlace last 6 fingers, left thumb on top. Exhale, release your grip, hips behind you, turbo your half splits. Inhale, forward, open, up. Find yourself in warrior 2. The push down and the pull in. Stay for your inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, reach forward, gently tap, forearm to thigh, right arm up overhead, find that lateral angle. Nice and long through both your side bodies. Inhale, lengthen through your front leg. Tick-tock your left arm up, right hand down. Find your reverse triangle. Exhale, nice and controlled. Bring your hands down to frame your foot. Step back, high half or one-legged plank, chaturanga or skip. We meet in down dog. When you're there, stay for an inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Let's take it again. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Inhale, lengthen through your leg. Exhale, knee into chest and step or walk through. Back knee lowers. Inhale, palms, chest up. Interlace your last 6 fingers, lean into it. Exhale, release your grip. Find yourself in a turbo half splits. Inhale, power forward, up, open, warrior two. We have kneecap behind your toe tips. Exhale, reach forward. Forearm gently taps your thigh, left arm overhead. Maintain this pose in your core and in your legs. Inhale, lengthen through your front leg. Tick-tock your right arm up, reverse your triangle. Exhale, palms down, frame the foot. Step back, high half or one-legged plank, chaturanga or skip. I'll see you in down dog. When you find down dog, stay for an inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Inhale, lengthen three-legged. Exhale, knee into chest, step or walk through, back knee lowers. Inhale, palms chest up, interlace last 6 fingers, lean into it. Exhale, turbo your half splits. Inhale, power forward, up, open, find warrior two. Exhale, reach forward, forearm to thigh, lateral angle. Keep the pose strong in your legs, strong in your core. Inhale, lengthen through your front leg, tick-tock your left arm up, reverse your triangle. Exhale, palms down, frame your foot, step it back, high half or one-legged, chaturanga or skip. Once you find down dog, stay for your inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, right leg up high, three-legged dog. Stay for your exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Inhale, lengthen the leg up tall. Exhale, knee into chest, nose to knee, step or walk through. We change it up a little bit, back knee lowers. Inhale, palms, chest, rise up. Find the low lunge, interlace your last 6 fingers, lean into it, lean back. Exhale, turbo your half splits. Here's the change. Inhale, stay low, come forward, palms down. Exhale, find your pigeon pose, however you want to get there. Just one breath, tent your fingers wide. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, forehead taps down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, right palm down, left foot plants. Kick your right foot out to the left for fallen triangle. Option on your inhale, lift your right foot up. If you would like, you can grab onto the outer edge of your right foot with your left hand. Hold there. Our transition is to warrior two, so you can get there either by guiding your right foot forward with your left hand, or by pulling your knee back into your chest, left hand down, then stepping or walking through. Back heel down, inhale, open up, find that warrior two. Exhale, lean forward, forearm taps thigh, left arm up overhead or bicep by your ear, lateral angle pose. Option to hold or find your half bind. Reach your left arm behind you. Palm can rest on lower back. Knuckles on your outer right hip, or finger pads can reach for the inner part of your right thigh. You still keep this pose in your legs. Push down, pull in, core is in nice and strong. Choose to stay, or maybe you dive into a full bind. Right arm underneath right leg, catch your finger pads behind you. Open up through your chest, stay low in the legs. You have a few options here. You can come into birds of paradise by taking your left foot, bringing it underneath your body, lifting off of the right toes, nice, slow, and with control. The point is to keep your chest open, so if you close inward, just regress to where you were before. Option to straighten your right leg. Find your breath. Inhales and exhales, nice and steady. If you decided for a generous expression, please return back into either your half-bound position or your unbound position. If you choose to stay in a half-bound position, please hold for the next few poses. Inhale, we will reverse our triangle, lengthen through the right leg, right arm goes up, option to keep your half bind. As you exhale, just the hips, lean them back, reach your right hand forward, keep the right leg long, and then let your right finger pads fall to the inner edge of your right foot. For support, palm on your thigh or your shin or your block. Please keep a baby bend in this right knee. Try not to lock out through your joint. We want that baby bend, a little bit of stability right here. So keep opening up through your chest, opening your heart up, roll your shoulder back in space. You may stay, you may keep this half bind. If you'd like to go for a full bind in triangle pose, feel free. From here, you will have two options. Option one, if you are unbound or half bound, you'll lean forward, take your right hand to your mat or your yoga block, lift your left toes off the ground, stack hip on hip, shoulder on shoulder for half moon pose. This can also be done with the left arm lifted overhead. Your floating toes are active and engaged. Standing leg is a pillar. If you choose to stay in the full bind, you can try a full bound half moon. Lean forward, and then you want to lean your shoulders back while you begin to lift your left toes off the ground. So this requires a lot of balance, a lot of strength and flexibility as well. Feel free to take some time and do your best not to hold your breath here, but continue to keep it alive and strong. Our transition from here will be to Warrior 3. Begin to unbind anything you have. Square your shoulders, your hips down to the mat. Reach your arms forward to work the erector spinae muscles. Low belly is in, nice and strong. Take an inhale, reach. Exhale, slow, crunch, elbows, knee in towards your chest. Inhale, reach long. Think about keeping your left leg lifted by using the muscles at the bottom of your left glute, the top of your hamstring. Exhale, curl and crunch in. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, curl, crunch in. Inhale, we reach. This is it. Exhale, curl, crunch in, hold. Hands to heart, keep knee into chest. Start to lift your upper body, shoulders over hips. Take an inhale. Open mouth. Start to bend into your right knee and then gently cross left ankle over top of your thigh. Sink your hips far behind you to come into your standing figure 4, your standing pigeon pose. You're more than welcome to stay. Alternatives, you can come forward, find a forward fold, hands on the floor or on your block. If you are working on flying pigeon, feel free to go there. Your palms will be flat on your mat. You'll bend into your elbows. Create a shelf with your triceps for your shin. You want your shin as high up on your arms as you can possibly get. And then lean forward. Use your core. Use your finger pads. Let your right toes float off the ground. Maybe you reach and extend your right toes behind you. Whatever expression you're in, let's slowly begin to lift up and out. Unbind your knee, bring it into your chest, and then reach peace fingers of your left hand for your left big toe. Start to extend your foot out to the side, to the left side of the room. If there's a bend in your knee, that's okay. There's a bend in mine. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, release, dive your upper body down, lift your left toes up, point them a lot, standing splits. You have the option to stay here. If you want to work on a little bit of balance challenge, wrap your palms behind your calf. Continue wherever you are to keep lifting your left leg up high to the sky. If you want to work on a little bit of handstand practice, palms will be shoulder width apart. Your finger pads are going to act as brakes. Instead of looking forward, look behind your wrists. Sometimes it can help to bring a bend in both your knees. You'll lean forward a lot, maybe get a little bit of air, a little bit of momentum as you work on your handstand. From your generousness, let's slowly begin to release. Bend into your right knee, left toes far behind you, palms are firm on the mat. Step back, high half or one-legged plank, chaturanga or skip. We'll meet in downward dog. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Stay here, generous breath in. Open mouth. Inhale, left leg up high, three-legged dog. Stay, exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Inhale, lengthen through your leg. Exhale, knee into chest, nose to knee, step or walk through. Back knee lowers. Inhale, palms chest up, low lunge, interlace last 6 fingers, left thumb on top, lean into it. Exhale, turbo your half splits. Inhale, we come forward and stay low. Exhale, pigeon pose, just briefly. Don't worry, we'll come back again later, really melt into it. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, forward fold, tap your forehead. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, left hand down, right foot down, kick left leg off towards the right side of the room. Option on your inhale, lift your leg. Ooh, maybe you grab onto the outer edge of your foot with your hand. Our transitions to warrior two. Foot comes forward, or knee into chest, and then step through, back heel is down. Inhale, open up. Exhale, lateral angle. Feel free to stay as you are in your lateral angle pose. Come into that half bind if you would like. Work your heart open, shoulder open. Option for a full bind as well. You'll see as I rearrange myself, I actually get a wider stance. Then I get low, find my finger pads behind my leg, and sink my hips even lower to keep my chest open. Option for the birds of paradise option. Option. Take your right foot underneath your body. Start to lift your left toes off of the ground. Go slow, there's no rush. You can always pause the class. Chest is open, maybe you start to straighten the left leg. Whatever generous pose you are in, begin to come out of it. Either maintain your half bind or unbind completely to the sky. Lengthen your front leg, inhale. Reverse your triangle, woo. Exhale, lean forward with your upper body, kick your hips back. Then left hand will fall towards the inner edge of your left leg or rest on your thigh or on your shin or your block. Remember, gentle bend in your knee, try not to lock out. Chest is open. You're welcome to go for that full bind if you would like. Totally fine. So our next transition from here is into that half moon position. So you can either get there by leaning forward, taking your left hand to your mat or your block. You can even let it float in space. And then gently lifting right toes off the ground, shoulder on shoulder, hip on hip, core is in strong, toes are engaged. Maybe you unbind your top arm. If you wanted to give a try for that bound half moon pose, feel free. It's a big one. You first lean forward and then slightly back with your shoulders as you do your best to lift your right toes off of the ground. Wherever you are, come back to your breath, your place of stability, of control. Our transition is to warrior three. Slowly, stay on the left leg, square hips and shoulders down, arms forward to work the back body muscles. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl and crunch in, elbows and knee. Inhale, reach, extend, really engage through the back of your right leg. Exhale, curl and crunch in. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, curl and crunch in. Inhale, we reach. This time, exhale, curl, crunch in, hands to heart. Lift your upper body, knee stays in towards your chest. Take an inhale. Open mouth. Start to bend into your standing knee, then gently cross. Right ankle over your thigh, hips sink behind you. Find yourself in standing figure four, standing pigeon. You may stay, you may fold, you may try your flying pigeon, whatever feels good for you today. If one side's feeling a little different than the other, that is perfectly fine, perfectly normal. We each have a dominant side. There are expected differences, and when you come to your yoga mat, you are whole. There's nothing to fix. If you do want to fix, there is other modalities, disciplines that you can find. Let's slowly come out of the generousness. Draw knee into chest, then hook. Peace fingers of right hand around right big toe. Kick your heel off to the right. It's okay if the leg doesn't go straight. And then let's dive it down into standing splits. Option to keep your hands on your block. Maybe you challenge your balance, palms around your calf. Wherever you are, continue to really lift that right leg up high to the sky and point your toes. If you want a little bit of handstand practice, you may. Palms are underneath your shoulders. Remember, your finger pads are your brakes, and you want to look behind your wrists. Give yourself a couple of hops. Maybe you get some hang time. Maybe you don't. Then start to bend into your left knee. Right toes come far behind you. Palms are firm on the ground. Step it back. High half for one-legged plank, chaturanga or skip. Inhale, lift your chest. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up high. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Open mouth. Inhale, right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Inhale, lengthen the leg. Exhale, step wide, right foot on the outside of your right hand. Lower your left knee down. Palms are on the inside of your right foot. And we really try to sink into it here. Kneecap is somewhere behind the tips of the toes. If it feels good to rock side to side, find a little bit of movement right now. And then pause and center. We're going to melt into it. Option to find your block can come underneath your palms, forearms or forearms to the mat, wherever suits you best. Slow into your breath. Slow into your body. Start to push up to your palms. We'll keep the wide stance with the legs. Start to shimmy your hips back as you lengthen through the front leg. Flex your feet, your foot a lot. Dorsiflex the toes towards your face. You're welcome to keep that block under you or just bring your hands to the mat, whatever feels good. And now if this feels good, you can keep the toes flexed a lot and then gently rock your foot from side to side, nice and slow. The key is to keep the strong flex. Then pause in stillness, crawl yourself forward through lunge, back toes under, lift your knee. You will start to heel toe your right foot in, right palm on the outside, all the way over until we come into pigeon pose. Feel free to use your blocks where you would like, whether that's underneath your right hip or the top of your left thigh. You may go there. Take an inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, fold forward. You're also welcome to use your block underneath your forehead. If this version of pigeon doesn't feel good, you can find that supine figure four, that supine pigeon, or you can go into a seated fire log as well. Take what feels good, leave what does not. Both sides of your hips nice and heavy. Then begin to press into your palms, lift your chest up, blocks out of the way if you use them, back toes under, lift your knee, send your right leg up high, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Option 2, flip into a wild thing if you would like. And then let's return downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up high, three-legged. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Inhale, lengthen your leg. Exhale, step wide, foot on the outside of your left hand, lower your knee down. Left kneecap is behind your toe tips, and then just very gently, if it feels good, rock side to side, kind of feel into it. Begin your melting process. Then, when you're ready, begin to find stillness and lower. As low as you can go. Then just breathe. Love it. Accept where your body is in this moment. And slowly press into your palms. Be gentle with yourself. And send your hips back. Lengthen your left leg as you dorsiflex your toes. Feel free to stay. If you'd like to find the gentle rock side to side of your flexed foot, feel free. Find stillness, crawl forward. Back, toes under, lift the knee just for the transition. Maneuver left foot over to the right. Fall into your pigeon pose. Use your blocks where you will. Take an inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold it down and in. Give yourself permission to be slow in mind and in body. Use your breath to pull you and keep you in the present moment. Slowly begin to lift your chest, blocks out of your way, push into your palms to lift. Back toes under, lift the knees, send your left leg high, three-legged. Bend your knee, open your hip, stay, or maybe you flip your dog. Find Wild Thing briefly. And then we move back into down dog. From down dog, lower your knees to the mat, chest up, hips to heels, find your seat. Take an inhale. Exhale. Shimmy your hips to one side of your mat, legs to the other. We'll meet sitting on your bum. And then when you're ready, go ahead and lie down. From this lying down position, you will keep your left leg extended, draw your right knee around the outside of your right rib cage towards your inner arm. Take an inhale. Exhale, we twist. Take knee over to the left. If it feels good in your body, you can bump your hips over towards the right edge of your mat, maybe even gaze right as well. And another option, if you want a quad stretch, is to bend into your left knee. Catch the top of your foot with your right hand. Pull your heel into your glute as you relax your left leg down. Slowly begin to release your grips, unravel, unwind through center, hip shimmy to the middle of your mat. We switch, right leg long, left knee in around the outside of your rib cage. Take an inhale. Exhale, guide your knee over towards the right. Option to bump your hips slightly left, gaze left as well. You can also take the quad stretch, grab onto the top of your right foot, heel to glute with your left hand. Slowly unwind through center, shimmy your hips to the middle of your mat. Extend both legs long. Palms can be face up on the floor next to your hips or face down on your belly. Close your eyes or soften your gaze towards the ceiling or the sky. Just take a gentle inhale. Quiet, open mouth, exhale. Push all of the air out. Let that inspire your next slow, deep inhale. Slow, long, open mouth exhale. Push the air out from the depths of your lungs. One more inhale. Open mouth exhale. Then fall into gentle rhythms of your breath as you spend some time here. If you would like a longer Shavasana, please stay. Pause the video. Take more time. If you are ready to end class, then I thank you for showing up on your mat, in your space, and taking this time out of your day just for you.